So it was on February 8th that Tim Schafer went out with his and raised some $400,000 in the first day, or whatever the number was. And I saw that right away, and I got to thinking about it. And then also I started getting some tweets from some of the fans saying, this could be good for Wasteland. So on February 9th, the next day, I sent an email to my president and said, I bet we could do this with Wasteland. And I started studying other KickStarter programs, you know, what worked, what didn't work, what videos did I like, which ones turned me off, etc. And the first thing I did was I set up a forum to communicate with my fans before I launched. And that was a very important thing, because there's some counterintuitive things that you get back from your fans that you wouldn't do yourself. And they really helped shape my tiers. And you know, one counterintuitive example is that we said, hey, if you're a backer, how about if we give you a special skill that other people don't get? They went crazy. Don't you dare. They do not want anything to upset the balance or integrity of the product. Do not give them a different experience. I kind of understood where they were coming from. You could see where I was thinking, hey, I'm giving them something nobody else can have, and that ended up being not a good idea, and we didn't do it. And that was a very important part, that we did communicate with the fans, and we've never stopped that through production, and I'm going to take that all the way to its end. So then I started talking to the press, and I think the first one that came out is why you should give a shit about a 1988 PC role-playing game from Kotaku. And that was certainly echoing my sentiments that I've been saying for 20 years. And so we shot and edited my video, and we launched on February 13th. So just about a month after, I dropped, people talk about the pivot. I dropped everything in my company that I did to focus on that, because I felt timing was critical. There was only 5,000 or so projects on Kickstarter, and of course, anybody who looks at that says this is just too good, right? You know, there's gonna be a lot of people on this soon, and I want to get out. So the first thing I did was, you know, what amount do I need to go for? So basically, I needed a minimum of $1 million to do a reasonable product. Of course, this was very controversial because Tim had only gone out for $400,000, and he was at well over $1 million at the time. So they said, do the same thing. You know, don't go with a different number. But that's, you know, I couldn't do it for that. I could not do a role-playing game for that much money. So I took a few arrows saying what we were going to do, but, you know, we had to be honest about what we could and couldn't do. So I'm going to show you a little bit of my video. I'm not going to show you the whole thing, but just kind of a, you know, you can see my acting debut, and you can see sort of me channeling my frustration in my acting. Thanks for meeting with me today.
So you want us to pay for a Wasteland sequel?
Yes.
How old is that game?
It came out in 1988.
I'm pretty sure my mom graduated high school that year.
Fascinating.
Have you been involved with any games I might have heard of?
Have you heard of Bardstown?
No.
Fallout?
Can't say I have.
Stonekeep?
Doesn't ring a bell.
How about Dragon Wars?
I got nothing.
Castles?
I like TV show.
Star Trek 25th Anniversary?
With Picard?
No, Kirk.
Then no.
Baldur's Gate?
Who Gate?
You had to have heard of Battle Chess.
Is it launched yet?
Icewind Dale? Neuromancer? Free Space? Kingpin?
Did you do Angry Birds?
Would I f***ing be here if I did Angry Birds?
Will this be like it?
No, it's a completely different genre. It's a role-playing game.
Is it $1 billion franchise?
Probably not.
Then I can't help you.
So you're turning down a game that the fans want.
Hey, I'm a publisher.
So from what I understand, Wasteland is a derivative of Fallout.
Actually, it was the other way around. We wanted to make a Wasteland 2, but we didn't have the rights, and that's why we made Fallout instead.
Interplay made Fallout 3? I love that game.
No, we made Fallout 1 and 2.
There was a Fallout 1 and 2?
Yes. So, could we make this happen?
Yes, we can. I'm excited about this, Brian. I'll get my legal team on this today, and we'll give you a call first thing tomorrow morning.
Hello? Hey, good to hear from you. So, are we going to finally get going on Wasteland? Yeah, I got your farm bill request. Yeah, but, no, sure, I'll feed your chickens. But what about the... it sounds like you have plenty of fertilizer. What about Wasteland? Oh, another direction? Okay, thanks. Yes, I got your Bejeweled request.
Yeah, hey, Brian. Yeah, it's Richard Cornwell for Big Ass Games.
Whoops, sorry.
Hey, we decided to move forward with Wasteland. Yeah, just a few tweaks. Let's do lunch. Perfect. All right, great. Okay, let's talk about a few minor tweaks.
All right, well, I don't want to stray too far from the original.
Oh, no. I mean, these are just tiny modernizations, if you will. Take, for instance, we would like it to be a first-person shooter.
Excuse me?
In our numbers people, they tell me romantic vampires are really big right now, and we feel like they would seamlessly fit into the Wasteland storyline.
Maybe we should use birds as weapons.
Ooh, that's good, that's good. I'm glad we're on the same sheet of music. What do you think the boots look like? Are they red? Because red is really big. Are you seeing red?
I'm definitely seeing red. You know, sadly, everything that happened in that video pretty much happened. I remember I'd be waiting for executives to get back to me with an answer, and there was like this disconnect that they'd be sending me Facebook requests for Farmville as I'm waiting to hear back on the product. And so I'd say, what's happening? And then I'd get the Farmville request. You know, it drove me crazy. So the first day we go out, I tell everybody, don't tell me, I don't want to know. It's too important. Don't even tell me where we're at. But of course, everybody's texting me, and oh my God, we're at 100,000, we're at 200,000. You know, we do $400,000 the first day, and it was then after that one of the people, one of our big donators, he sends an email over the thing. He says, hey, if you guys come up short, I'll make up the difference. We're $500,000 away. And at that point, I was beginning to dare to feel confident that we were going to make this thing. And so in the first 43 hours, we hit our goal of $900,000. And at that point, my life became like a telethon. And I was running hard, the hardest. I mean, it was 4 weeks setup and 4 weeks prior. It was several interviews a day. Me and my guys, we were reading every single comment, Twitter, Facebook, through KickStarter, tens of thousands of comments we were going through, trying to stay on, you know, on the wave of what was going on. And we ended up closing out at $3 million, and that was the best month of my life, I can tell you that. You know, and I think, you know, part of the moral of the story is persistence. You know, it was 20 years of me not giving up. It truly was. And so, you know, and I certainly came close. And the thing that makes it extra sweet is that here's a game that had been passed up by every major publisher that I can tell you it's the most anticipated game I've worked on in my 30-year career in terms of the general hype from it. So it really makes it extra special.